Hello, CA1V again, giving you another cast. This time I'm bringing you one from Dreamhack. It's the round of 16 between Naniwa and TLO. I've just had a brief look at these, just how they all set up, and it's the actual Dreamhack setup, so you get to see everything they saw as well as the view from RO16 and Apollo, and we'll get stuck into this straight away. There you go, got a little countdown time there. Playing with my mic settings, so it should sound a bit better, but we'll crack on into this game. As this first gets started, we'll just talk a little bit what's happened in the recent week. The main thing I'm casting in Naniwa is to put a bit of positive light on what happened at WCS. He didn't shake Vortex's hand. I've listened to a few people on Reddit and on the Muslim stream and in Control, and Artos I think said something as well. Loads of different views, but I just want to really point out that he is a really good player. I just think he was on a bit of a losing streak. It's not that much of a bigger deal, but I know people made it a big deal. I know he did trash talk Vortex, which they showed the tweets beforehand, which was a couple of days ago. He was against Baby Knight, and Baby Knight was a really great player. It was quite sad to see Naniwa go out, just because how well he did in Dreamhack. So I just want to put a bit of light onto that, show you that he is a really good player. I think the way he handled the situation was bad. Myself, when you play a game against another player, regardless of the outcome, you just shit a go hand. It's not meant to be bad in any way, or he's throwing it in your face, or anything like that. It's just good game, well played, walk away. I think Naniwa took it as he was rubbing it in slightly due to the trash talking, but anyway, let's see how this game gets started off. I'll use these sort of first 3 minutes to talk about anything else, just seeing what TLO's going for. Just a standard hatch first, pretty straightforward, and Naniwa's going gateway first. I can't remember how these turn out. We all know that Naniwa got into the finals. I didn't get to see everything of Dreamhack, so that's why I'm going through these now. I'll also try to say that I was trying to do 2 casts a day. It's Saturday. I've been a busy day so far, so I'm going to try and get 2 in very, very quickly. Try and go for a week. What's he going for there now? So that was a really standard build there from Naniwa. Nothing too over the top. With this great new little UI that you've got that they made for Dreamhack, you can see everyone else's point of view, so you can look at Artosis and see what he was looking at, which is quite interesting. We might not have to do anything because I can see from his point of view and what he was doing. You can also look at Apollo and see what Apollo was looking at. If I actually click on player view. I'm going for a Nexus as well. I will just go back to my own to control it myself. The past couple videos I've had have all reached around about 200 views, which is quite nice in over a week. I will be producing more. I've been asking a lot of people about my videos and what I should do and what I shouldn't do. A lot of people said about the timer. Fix that issue. Go on Reddit. Thank you for that advice. One of my work clothes and about my mic settings. Been playing with that today, so hopefully the sound should be better. I would love to cast in 1080p, but my computer just can't handle it. It's about a 3-year-old machine. It's a good little quad-core machine, but I need more money, and I can't afford that right now. So if everyone views it and casts it and shares it, not casts it but shares it and likes it, then maybe YouTube might give me some of that esports money, which one of my work colleagues keeps laughing at, that there is no esports money, but at this level, no, there isn't. We'll just have a quick look and see what Nanny's doing. So I'm trying to drink a coffee as well. So we're going for 2 gateways with a mothership core and a Nexus behind that. TLO is going for a 3rd, I would have thought. I do watch a lot of TLO streams. He's a fantastic player. Naniwa played really well in this tournament. I think he had the home crowd advantage. It's probably why he did so well, and he had a lot of people cheering him on. If anyone caught the Lenog and Naniwa finals, the crowd were fantastic. Really, really egged him on. Lenog, for such a young player, is fantastic as well. And it was a really interesting final. I was screaming for Naniwa quite a bit. just because a Korean seems to be winning a lot, and it's good for seeing a non-Korean or a foreigner win. Because obviously, you know, their lifestyle in esports is a lot more advanced than, say, UK, which is sad, really, because esports is a really big thing now, and hopefully it will be more in the UK. I know it's big in America. It's getting that way in Europe. It's quite big in Europe. And there's obviously been a lot of things recently that have gone on that it's probably gave Europe a bad name. Obviously, we've had Indra go. He's now going into tournaments and casting, but he is still streaming. I know Stefano has said that he's going to go back to college or university, which is a shame, really, because he's just progressed as well into WCS. He won the round of 16 or round of 8, whichever one it was. So that's really good for him. Have a little time walk there. Trying that's a good win for Naniwa there to get that hatch down. Just because you don't want to get with TLO, he does go for a 3 base hatch and spreads his creep and gets good forces very, very quickly. There's a lot of Zerglings there. And recall back. Mothership core is really, really valuable in the early stages of the game, all the way through to the late game, really, because it can transition into the bigger mothership core, or the mothership itself, which I've seen a lot more players use. I've been playing a lot of ladder matches recently, especially today. There's another attack coming in now. That should be stored if he's got enough energy. I can't see because he should have. He's not got enough energy for photon overcharge. I was saying something about that. Yeah, a lot of ladder matches recently. People have been using mothership cores. There's another attack coming in as well, and transferring it into the mothership themselves. Just because I think they're quite a good unit. You can hide a lot of your enemies, or a lot of your units. Sorry. And he's onto a 4th hatch as well. With a 9-minute mark into 10-minute mark, 4 hatches. It's really good build. Just using a hallucinated Phoenix there to see what's going on. Obviously, this is before the recent patch notes where they changed the spore crawlers against biological, which I haven't seen much use because I don't play Zerg. There's another attack going into Zerglings. He does see that coming in. More than likely, TLO is just probably putting some pressure, keeping him in his 2nd base just so he doesn't get that 3rd. He's just going back and forth in between the 3rd. TLO is just trying to stop him getting a 3rd. 2 base. I've seen a lot of Protoss players use a 2 base all-in to try and deal with Zerg, because once they get that map control, it's very, very difficult. He's got a good unit composition so far. Mothership core, Void Rays, going into a robotics bay. There's another attack coming in now. I really can't remember who wins these. We'll soon find out. Good news there, that Void Ray and Mothership core should picking those off quite easily. 4 more Lings going into a missile attack versus 1. And with a War Prism, so probably going to start doing some drops. And going into a Spire, it's going for air. I think you can see that Naniwa is going to air, but he's now transitioning back into a ground units. Could be quite difficult because mulists are quite hard to deal with. They're quite quick. You can, if you give you splits. He's got his 3rd base down. I don't know how long he's going to keep that because he's now pounding onto his 2nd base. I do love this UI that they've made for Dreamhack. It was really useful. You can see who's upgrades, what supply they've got, gas they've got. Really, really like it. I like to see this in the normal replays. So he's got his 3rd base down. He's got workers coming over. He's going to need a few more units. He's got Hydralisks on the way as well. I think Hydralisk Muter or Hydralisk Muter Corruptor or Hydralisk Corruptor. I don't know if he's seen him get a robotics bay yet. We'll go to, I think he's at the bottom there. He does see it. He's got some more gateways coming down here. And he's doing for a slight attack there. Needs to get into his base, put some pressure on, and see what he's doing really. don't know if he's seen that spy yet. Very much doubt it. Let's see, where's the spire at? There's the spire. Is Naniwa seen the spire? Nope, not seen the spire. So doubtfully you'll see it coming. What's coming at him? Be interested to see what he's going for next. Those Hydras are done. There's more overlords there, so his supply is going to go through the roof. It'll max out, and he's going into mutas. With +1 attack as well. What's Naniwa up to? Naniwa is going to Blink, +1 upgrades, and into Dark Shrine, so he could go for Archon, Dark Shrine, and Blink. So, going for that Death Ball, which is quite common. Just getting a good lot of unit composition there, another Colossus. Going into High Tempo as well, so he's going to have a good lot to deal with. Use the Storms, use the feedback. Storms are invaluable for Zerg, and Terran really. That splash damage is really, really key. I seem to lack that sometimes. I sort of have really great unit composition, and then I lack one unit, which would be Storms. Happening a day against a friend of mine, was playing him, did really, really well, thought was going to take him out, and then he had the Storms, just dismantled my army. I had Storm as well, that probably would have pushed it forward. So Storms are... You see he's got the mutants on the field now. He's pushing forward, trying to deny the bases. More mutas. Dark Shrines are almost done, which could be used for counter-attacks as well. He hasn't got many overseals on the field. He's getting rid of those mutas very, very quickly. Just taking them down, taking out the bases. He's recalled some of those back because there is another attack with Hydras and mutas. That was a bit bad on my part. I should have noticed that a bit quickly, but he's also got another hatch there. And I'm guessing he's going to go for another hatch there as well. He's still putting a lot of pressure on. If he gets those drones, that's going to be a good kill for him, as well as the hatchery. Got 26 more lings, 3 more meters. His money's very, very good. He's got a slightly higher supply. I think that 1-1's really helping him out as well. He's got rid of most of those. What's Naniwa got left? 4 Dark Timbers, 3 Colossus, 14 Stalkers. More Lings and more Mutants coming on the field. Let's see what happens. He's still got the fourth base, 1, 2, 3, 5th base is almost done, sorry. That creep is coming across the map there. Has he connected them up? No. But I guess he's not too worried about drops. There's the DTs there, just putting on a bit of pressure. And we got another army coming out to the right side. And we got his army coming down from the middle. Just to see what's going on. With Colossus, with Protoss, you want to get a nice open field, get the surround, a nice sort of concave around, which he's sort of done. He's blinking back slightly. He's got the Observer at front. Great unit composition there, great engagement. Stalkers at the front, Colossus behind, Mothership Core just doing a little bit of tactical time warps. Fantastic GG there from TLO. Fantastic first game. Really enjoyed that game. Just to put a bit of positive on towards Naniwa, since he's had a bit of bad press recently. I was a tad bit disappointed, but I could see where he was coming from. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that game. We're going to go through these Dreamhack replays and see what else is happening. Yeah, again, please subscribe, like, and share my channel as best you can if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, anything I can work on, please give me some constructive feedback, and I'd be really appreciated. And I'll see